Good morning mga boss and welcome back to our channel. Ayan mga boss, sa mga hindi pa nakapag-subscribe dyan sa ating channel, ayan, please subscribe mga boss. At ito ngayon na mga boss, so pakinggan natin at panoorin itong sinabi ni dating Ombudsman Martires. Yan regarding naman doon sa no secret decision daw ni Villanueva sa dismissal case niya doon sa Ombudsman. Ayan mga boss, at panoorin natin. At tabingan natin ang reaction at opinion mga boss, kung ano yung totoo, at masasagot na natin dito kasi si Senator Villanueva,
former ombudsman. Yeah, if I may, let me go through my questions as well. Here's the thing, you spoke of protection a while ago. Sabi niyo po, pinoprotektahan niyo din yung dignidad nung tao. And this is what people have been saying about your stint as ombudsman when you were still sitting there in that office. They were saying that you were in fact protecting these personalities and you were not there to protect the public's interest. What is your reaction to that? How do you defend yourself from that criticism? Go ahead.
Don't get me wrong. One of the powers or of the mandate given to the ombudsman is to be the protector of the people.
Correct.
The word people is used in unqualified terms, meaning to say you should protect the rights of the complainant and the rights of the respondent. Kaya hindi ako nagsasalita, it's not because pinoprotektahan ko itong mga taong ito. Per siya, pinoprotektahan ko sa kaso, no. Kaya hindi ako nagsasalita dahil wala akong karapatan sirain ang kanilang future. Kasi, okay, sabi ko na nga kanina, sinabi ko na nag-file kami ng kaso o we found this particular person guilty of violating guilty of malversation, sabihin na lang natin. Papatak sa utak ng mga tao na itong taong ito ay nag-malverse ng pera. Paano kung pagdating sa court, sa Sandigan Bay, inakwit itong taong ito? Diba, ako ang gumawa ng kinasira ng taong ito? Kasi sabi ko nga, magkaibang degree of proof. Ang sa amin is only probable cause for purposes of filing a complaint or information in court. Once the complaint or once the case reaches the court, a different degree of proof, a higher degree of proof is required, which is proof beyond reasonable doubt. So, pag inakwit ng court, siniraan ko na. Nagsasalita na ko na, hindi, guilty yan eh. Nagwaldas ng pera yan eh. Ikinakwit ng court. Itong nanim na sa yung utak ng taong bayan na nagwaldas nga ng pera to, hindi ba siniraan ko yung taong yon? I am not saying I am protecting the guilty, no. Mali yun. That is taken out of context.
How would you...
The ombudsman is supposed to be the protector of the people.
Exactly.
Okay.
So when you talk about, inadvertently, that it will taint the reputation of the accused, but wouldn't being transparent to the people about the whole process from beginning to end, wouldn't that also protect the rights of the people? How do you then strike a balance between the two? That this is you're being transparent enough so that the people know of the decision. Ito nga na-dismiss naman.
Let's go back to the basics. Let's first define transparency. What does transparency mean? Diba? Anong ibig sabihin ng transparency? Kailangan ba lahat ng detalye ng kaso araw-araw i-announce namin? Kailangan ba tawag doon, pag mayroon kaming desisyon, i-announce ng ombudsman? Kailangan ba tuwing mananalo ang ombudsman ng kaso sa husgado, i-announce ng ombudsman? Is that transparency? Is that the definition of transparency? Transparency means to say that my acts are all transparent, my acts are all open to the public. So kung may magtatanong sa amin, tulad ng kaso ni Joel Villanueva, marami nag-request ng kopya ng decision. Binibigyan namin. That is transparency. Wala kami tinago. Pero kung sinasabing secret decision, you know, nakakatawa, wala kami secret decision kasi hindi ko na makuha kung sino yung mga tao, but I know that we had been receiving letters before requesting for a copy of the decision dismissing the case of Senator Joel Villanueva. In fact, that copy of the decision was furnished the Senate President Vicente Soto III. Pinadala namin siya ng kopya ng desisyon. You can check the files of the Senate.
Yeah, and we checked it. Yeah. Sorry, former Ombudsman, we're running out of time, and we do need to ask you a few more questions. There's also this criticism that your decision wasn't really a decision, given that, and I know you've answered this already, this is the criticism of some, that it wasn't published, you weren't transparent with the decision, making it a secret decision, and therefore it's just a memo, an internal memo that can be reversed by the current Ombudsman. Your thoughts on that?
Again, I go back to my previous question. That the Supreme Court always announces its decisions. Are all the decisions of the Supreme Court published? There are unpublished decisions. Those that are published at the ISCRA or the Philippine reports are decisions that have already been selected to be published. So you mean to say those unpublished decisions are secret decisions? You know that for a fact that there is such a thing in the Supreme Court as a minute resolution. You mean to say that minute resolution also is a secret minute resolution? No. These all form parts of the records of the case. Wala ho. Yung alam ko ho, yung nagkikriticize ho sa akin, either dilawan, pinklawan, kasi lahat ng bagay na nangyayari nga, nilalagyan ng political color. Wala naman akong kulay politika. I admire so much Noynoy Aquino. I admire Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo. Kaya hindi ko alam kung bakit itong mga critics ko walang pigil Kanino ba sila? Are my critics working for the complainant? Bayad ba sila na? I mean, I'm sorry to say these things. Especially the PR offices. Bayad ba sila? Alam ko yun
Or maybe,
wala nang ginawang sulat kundi kontra sa akin.
Well, former Ombudsman, or maybe they're critical of you because of the decisions you've made. I mean, take for example, the decision to prevent access to SALANs of public officials. Now, under the Remulla regime, he lifted that. I mean, that's one. That's one thing that they're critical of. Go ahead.
I did not prevent access to SALN of all government officials. I go back again to what I said to the UP professor, hindi siya nagbasa. Okay? If you read the memorandum order that I issued on the access of SALN, I was referring to a statement of assets and liabilities that are filed in the office of the Ombudsman. So what are these assets and liabilities na naka-file? Kanino? SALN ng Presidente, ng Vice Presidente, ng Chairman ng Civil Service Commission, Chairman ng COA, Chairman ng COMELEC, Chairman ng Human Rights Commission, at sa Ombudsman. After that, you have the governors, the mayors, and the councilors. Do you have the light colonels down the line? Wala ho sa amin yung SALN ng cabinet members. Wala ho sa amin ang SALN ng undersecretary.
No, but I guess
wala ho sa amin ang SALN ng mga general.
The criticism is, did you even have to make that decision? And your critics are now lumping all of these controversial decisions together. add to this decision on Senator Joel Villanueva's case, and they sort of have this whole picture of a one-sitting ombudsman that held office that wasn't true to its mandate, and that this ombudsman protected the interests of a few rather than protecting the interests of the public. That's the picture that they have, former ombudsman.
Why are they throwing this stone only at me? Okay? The Supreme Court, the judiciary has its own guidelines on how to access the stallion of justices and judges. And the very basic in that guideline is always the consent of the owner of the filer, of the justice or the judge. The Senate of the Philippines also has guidelines, and one of the guidelines is consent of the filer. The House of Representatives also has the same guideline. In fact, the House of Representatives went even further, that it needs the approval of majority of the members during plenary session. Okay? So bakit ang ombudsman ang tinatamaan? Bakit hindi nila kinikriticize ang Senado? Bakit hindi nila kinikriticize ang House of Representatives? Bakit hindi nila kinikriticize ang judiciary? Dahil hindi nila kaya, ang kaya nila ang ombudsman? Is that it? Bakit hindi nila kinikriticize ang judiciary? Dahil magkakaroon sila ng mga kaso, natatakot sila matalo? Bakit hindi nila kinikriticize ang Congress? Dahil mayroon sila mga kaibigang congressman na tatamaan? Naman ang tanong bakit ang ombudsman? Why throw this stone of guilt to the ombudsman? Pare-pareho kami may mga guidelines, and the only guidelines, the only thing that I ask, or we ask, kunin mo ang consent ng may-ari ng salin, then we issue it to you. Period. So Baruch Biraogo, Attorney Biraogo went to the Supreme Court to question this guideline. The Supreme Court denied this, the Supreme Court upheld the right of the Ombudsman to promulgate its rules. And in fact, the Supreme Court in that Biraogo case admitted that even the judiciary has its own guidelines on how to access the salin.
All right.
Yun ang tanong namin lahat sa Ombudsman nung araw, bakit kami lagi ang sinisisi? Dahil kami lang ang kaya?
Oh, maybe because you have really that distinct.
Actually mga boss, yan, dito si Ombudsman Boyeng Rimulya na pahiya. Dahil unang-una, hindi siya nag-research, yan, basta-basta lang siya naglabas ng isang salita regarding dyan kay Senator Villanueva. So, dapat kasi marami nagki-critics dyan kay Ombudsman Rimulya. Yan, bago daw dapat pinag-isipan muna. Ayan kayo mga boss, ano yung masasabi nyo dito? Ayan, at napahiya talaga si Boyeng dyan. So, ayan mga boss, anong masasabi nyo dito? Ayan, paki-comment na lang. Ayan, magbigay kayo ng opinion. Ayan, regarding sa napanood nating interview kay dating Ombudsman Martires. Ayan mga boss, kapag issue ng bayan, dapat tayo ay makialam. And hanggang sa muli mga boss, ayan, maraming salamat.